Your name and just photo.
So my name is Ann Thomas, and what else?
And just photo.
Oh, Ann, N-E-T-H-O-M-A-S.
Sweet. And can you tell me a little bit about your favorite road trip?
Yeah, my favorite road trip was with my two daughters when they were 2 and 6, and we took a trip out west, stopping at all the tacky places along the way, but going camping together at different national parks in the Rockies and everything. But the fun part was the road trip, was the actual getting there. I do love a good road trip. So one of my favorite memories is my 2-year-old at the time, Hannah, when we got to South Dakota and we stopped at the Mount Rushmore, and she said, "Wow, the guys," she called them the guys, you know, "let's have my picture with the guys." You know, I was like, okay, cool. So we always tease her to this day, you know, "Do you remember when we saw the guys?" Anyway, but we stopped at like the Corn Palace and, Babe and the Blue Ox and the Jolly Green Giant and like all these tacky road stops along, what is it, Wall Drugs. There were all these like really, I don't know, I consider them a little tacky, of like tourist traps or something, but really fun to just, you know, stop and see what's going on. The Corn Palace is really a palace made out of corn. I mean, how cool is that? And Babe and the Blue Ox, sort of this more than life-size, you know, statue. And we, of course, we got our picture taken with all of the different places. And I think it just makes the road travel more fun to kind of stop along the way. But I also love a road trip because you are stuck in the car, you know, with each other for that time, and then, you know, you just have to talk, or you have to play games or be together, and it's just really quality time to me, you know, and I treasure that. So, and usually, I mean, I treasure it with my family. Usually the road trips I've done have been with my family. So, what other questions do you have?
Has there ever been a time where like something went wrong on these road trips?
Road trip. Well, there can always be a good argument on a road trip too. And usually our good arguments are right at the beginning, because I find getting ready for this road trip to be the most stressful moments, where you're trying to make sure, do we have everything? Is everybody got everything? And so usually my husband and I will get in a nice, you know, good argument right there, right at the beginning of the road trip. But one thing we've done over the years to work on that is we've made this like master list for like road trips when we're traveling, so that because I think I get the most stressed out, to be honest, because I'm feeling like, it's my job to remember everything, and what if we've forgotten something? I mean, what if we forgot it? We could probably buy it somewhere along the way, but I still stress out. And he's created this master list so that we won't forget anything, which is really sweet. So we have this great travel list, which has really helped. So I feel like we do not get in as many terrible fights right at the beginning, because we feel like, all right, we've got everything, we're good to go. So.
Do you still have that list?
We do. Oh, definitely. You know, so I could share the travel list.
That'd be awesome.
And he's perfected it over the years. Like, we keep adding and subtracting, and we all have our own little check boxes, you know, so like there's a checkbox for me and one for Hannah. Everybody gets to make sure they've remembered all the stuff they're supposed to remember. Anyway, yes.
Do you have any plans for any future road trips?
So, let's think. Well, we've been taking some road trips to New York lately, because she's in New York now, so, and that was really fun. So, stopped along the way in Rochester to see a friend of mine, and drove all the way back 10 hours. Like, you know, I don't mind a long road trip. We also have done road trips down to Sanibel Island, and that's a 24-hour. We once did one straight through. We drove all the way down, and that didn't, Hannah did not love that. But both my husband and I, we don't mind driving and we like seeing the country. So so we will often take long road trips. They're great. I love seeing the world that way. Can't drive everywhere that way though. So our last trip over the summer was to fly to Italy, and we had to fly.
Yeah.
Just can't drive there, but that's all right.
Do you have any advice that you would give to someone, thinking about doing a road trip?
I guess don't be quite like me where you're so worried about the destination, but enjoy the process along the way. So, basically stop and smell the roses or something, or stop and see the Corn Palace or something like that.